let's speak on rap lyrics being used in the court of law. That is actually a take that I actually let me watch that real quick. Grammy-winning rapper Young Thug is painted as the leader of a criminal street gang that murdered and committed slew of violent crimes in the Atlanta area over the past decades as he stands trial for racketeering. Thugger. Young Thug, if you don't know, is this gentleman here, Jeffrey Atkins. I think his name or Jeffrey something. This young man's lyrics have and will continue to be used against him in the court of law. And if you know anything about the music that this man raps about, just know that that is not a good thing. Jeffrey Williams is his name. Young Thug, real name Jeffrey Williams, faces up to 20 years in jail in front of the same Fulton County team that is also prosecuting ex-President Donald Trump under the same racketeering laws. Ain't that something? The former president of the United States and this gentleman here, Young Thug. This guy too, but he's out. Racketeering, that's in America. The debate now is, should it be okay for the lyrics of artists, and we know how rap lyrics get down, can you hold those people accountable with the words that they rapped in their song? Can a lyric that was recited in a song, which some would deem art, oh, it's just art, separate the art from the artist? And a lot of people, and these people, they speak on in some situations, it's all fabricated. In some situations, they do speak on their real life. So, in a court of law, do you think it should be acceptable to be able to use the lyrics of these rappers when they are facing crimes? If the lyrics, it's not like there's, comparing apples and oranges. If the lyrics do either set the scene for a crime, or they, in some situations, tell the story of the crime. A lot of these rappers are telling the exact happenings, names and all, in their lyrics, bruh. And now when it's coming back to haunt them in court, it's, nah, don't use it. Nah, bro, it's just music. It's just music. I thought you rap your life, bro. Which one is it? It's either you don't rap your life or you do. I thought in the hip-hop game, we rap our life, man. We rap our real life in rap. I thought that's what it was. So when you properly depicted the happenings of the crime that you committed, and it's now used against you in court, now it's art, bro. And the reason why I'm leaning on the side of, yeah, I'm cool with it being used in art, used in the court of law, is because I'm at the point now, and this is what I was saying, is maybe the old head in me, enough is enough. People, I'm not going to say that all the mishappenings in the black culture is because of rap music, but a good chunk of it is. Period. I will die on that hill, bro. That is what I believe. A good chunk of the things that are happening in the black community is because of the music. Not all, but a good proportion of it. 100%. That's my stance. I don't care. So if you ask me, I think this might be a means to curb that a little bit. I think that might be an effective means to, like, hey, maybe there won't be so much trash in the music if now these trash in the music can get you held accountable in the court of law. If you could do time behind your lyrics, maybe that'll clean it up a little bit. Maybe we won't have to hear how you ran down on blah, blah, blah. Maybe you'll leave that out of the music now. Because maybe I think that's the same music that these kids are using as theme music to commit these actual crimes. Now, again, some of these will say this is the old head. Oh, come on, man. The music was worse. They always rebuttal with the music was worse. As if that makes it better. The music was worse back then, bro. Back then, the music was worse. The music it's been like that, bro. They've been rapping like that, bro. That doesn't make it, that doesn't mean it's right. It's just like, you can't say it's always been like that or it's been like that in the past as a rebuttal as to why it's okay to do it today. It does not work. Just because we did it before doesn't mean we should keep doing it. So yeah, call me whatever, But I'm on the side of the fence that thinks that, yeah, start holding them boys accountable. Oh, that's what you said? That's what you said? Now you're going to have to prove, like, oh, nah. First of all, just don't do the crime, one, so you don't have to prove anything. Let's just start there. Because that always baffles me as well, too. It's always free my mans and, oh, it's just music when you get caught, when it's time to be held accountable. It's either you rap like you got some sense and rap and put some nutrients in the music. And I always say this as well, too. I'm not saying every single song got to be kumbaya and it got to be on some super duper, you know what I'm saying, positive. I'm not saying you got to do all that. But at the same time, don't depict full-blown murders, full-blown robberies, and full-blown reenactments of situations that are illegal into the music, bro, that the little kids are listening to. Because again, the kids are the ones that are most influenced. Unless we are all, I said this before as well too, when the whole WAP situation was happening. Unless we're all just saying that we don't care about the influence over the young youth, and we're also agreeing that, hey, this is not nothing that's corrupting the kids at all, then okay, cool. No harm, no foul. But everybody knows that's a lie. Everybody knows 100% that is a lie. You know 100% this music is playing its part. These little kids look up to their favorite rapper more than they look up to their own parents, their own pastors, their own. It's either the friends and the music. Don't you understand? Don't you see the world that we're moving in? Kids these days listen to either their friends or the people they see online. And if the people that they see online are living a life and promoting activities that you do not want your children to be doing, we have to hold these people accountable. But then they'll rebuttal and say, I'm no kid's role model. Rappers can have kids reciting their lyrics verbatim. Rappers can have kids dressing like them, wearing their hair like them, doing the things they do, partaking in activities they partake in, and say that they're not an influence. That's the shit that just makes me so mad. When people of influence say that they're not an influence. What are you? There's certain people right now, and I don't even want to drop names. Fuck it, I'll drop names. The Travis Scotts of the world, the Lil Uzis of the world, the NBA young boys of the world. I'm calling names, bro. I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling names now. There's people with mass influence that would say that they're not an influencer. It's not my fault that your kids are listening. Bro, if a kid can recite my words verbatim, my mannerisms and all, I can influence them. You are an influencer. I'm sorry. Even the YouTubers, even the TikTokers, if kids are watching everything that you do, reciting your talking points or reciting your lyrics or buying your art or showing up to meet and greets or whatever, you have in somewhat an effect over their psyche. You have somewhat, not all, but you have somewhat of an approach over, or control, I should say, over that person's thoughts and perceptions and interests. But they don't want you to say that. Yeah, 100%. And yeah, you're a role model. All right, the instant you become a public figure, you automatically are a role model, 100%. But not even that. Role models can be somebody with no public stature as well, too. If people look to you for anything, let's just say that. Because you can be a role model, you know what I'm saying, just the way you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can be a role model working at the deli. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, there's stand-up people in the world that I feel like people rub off on, right? Let's say that. So maybe we're not even speaking to the grand scheme of like influencers or whatever the case is, like people with social followings, whatever the case is. On the simplest terms, if people look up to you, we'll speak public figures. Let's speak public figures. If you're a public figure, of course, you have any type of following. People look to you for your opinion. People look to you for your fashion sense. People look to you for the lyrics that you write in your music. You have a responsibility. You are an influencer. Stop trying to tell yourself that, oh, I'm not a role model. That child is not my responsibility. They kind of are. That's maybe what you tell yourself to sleep good at night. All these artists or whatever the case is, you tell yourself that so there's no blood on your hands. But if my kid is reciting everything you say, if If my kid wants to dress like you, if my kid is pressed to go to your concerts and know when your album drops and knows almost everything about you, knows your birthday, wishes you happy birthday. If my kid is doing all of that, you got my kid in your pocket, son. Come on, bro. Stop saying that y'all don't not role models. It makes me mad, bro. That is stupid. So back to this, can lyrics be used in a courtroom stance? I think it should, man. And I think it's to the point now where it's just like, let's start holding them accountable. You're most likely not going to have so much trash in the music if now those lyrics can be used against you in the court of law. And you shouldn't be. And it's just like, the irony of this is that this has to be said. The irony of this is it has to happen in court before people start realizing, damn, I shouldn't have said that. But again, there's incentive because that's the music that sells. That's the music that hits the charts and all the kids are listening to, right? Ain't that something? This system is corrupt, bro.